The story that you still told me.
You do? I know your mama keeps telling me.
I don't know. I don't know when she tells you, but maybe when I go to sleep, who knows?
Hi, Bridge. Hi. Hi, Aradhya.
Hi, ma'am. Hi, ma'am.
Hello. That's Sayuri, right? Yeah. We'll wait for 2 or 3 more minutes and then we will start. Okay, everyone's still coming in?
Vaishali auntie,
Yes.
I cannot see anybody's video on.
Some people keep their video on and some people keep it off. And once we start also, everyone will have to go on mute. Only the storytellers, microphones, speakers will be on. Everybody else will be mute. Okay?
I get bored getting mute.
You have to listen, no?
Yeah, but I cannot help it. Okay. Get muted from now on.
Good, muted from now. That's great. Thank you, Avika.
This is Soiri.
So we will not start with the stories yet, but let's say our hellos to Deepa and Namita. They're also here. Hi, Namita. Hi, Deepa.
Hello, Deepa ma'am. Hello.
How are you?
Hello, Deepa ma'am. Hello,
Hi, Aradhya. Hi.
ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, beta?
Hello, Deepa auntie. Hello, auntie. Hello, Deepa ma'am.
Hello.
So nice to see all
Hi,
of you.
Ira. Hi, Shubhi.
Hello, beta.
You know, Namita auntie, Deepa auntie, and I have been friends for quite some time. And do you know how we became friends and what turned us into friends? There was one common thing between us. And that common thing was not school, was not office, was not the same food that we liked or the same society. The common thing between the three of us.
Storytelling.
Yes, that's right. Stories. We loved stories so much that we became really close friends. And we realized that the kind of stories the three of us like are so similar. So we came together and we did a lot of stories at Story Station and now with all of you in Katha Mehfil also. So that's how our friendship really started, you know. So when the three of us were talking, we were just discussing, you know, what kind of story should we tell this time when we meet all of you? Because all of you are also friends, but not the usual friends, isn't it? Who meet every day, who play or go to the same school. You're all friends because of
Story.
because of Katha Mehfil. That's right. There's something common between all of you that brings you all together, you know, which is Katha Mehfil. So we thought that we should bring stories about friendship for all of you. Okay. So it is time to start. Like always, just a few rules before we get started. All of you will have to be on mute so that there is no other disturbance in the background. Second, so that you can hear us clearly. And most important, so that we don't forget the story in the middle while telling it. Right? So I request all of you to go mute. And when one storyteller is telling, even Deepa auntie and Namita auntie will go mute. Or when Deepa auntie is telling, I will also go mute. So only one person speaks at a time. And today is going to be a storytelling session with all of you. And do you remember the first time we shared stories with you about Bambu, the donkey who would not budge? Yeah, right? So in the same way, today also, the three of us are going to tell stories in 3 languages. But they are going to be 3 different stories. We're not going to tell one story, okay? We're going to tell 3 different stories. And what I'm going to do is, when there's a Marathi story, don't worry if you don't know Marathi. We will be translating it in English while we tell the story, okay? So you will not feel that you're not understanding at all. So don't worry about it. So if we're all set, everyone goes on mute and you can all show a nice thumbs up with your hands. I can see all of you in your camera.
Yay.
Great. So Namita और दीपा शुरू करें?
बिल्कुल. Let's start.
तुम्हाला माहिती आहे का, खूप वर्षांपूर्वी ना टीव्ही किंवा रेडिओ असं काहीही नव्हतं. लॉंग बॅक देवर नेव्हर रेडिओज और टीव्हीज. तेव्हा सगळ्या गावांमध्ये गोष्टी सांगणारा एक माणूस सगळीकडे फिरायचा. There used to be storytellers who used to go from one village to another telling stories to everybody. त्याला काही काही जण गोष्टीकार, कथाकार, कवय्या असे खूप खूप नावं ठेवायची. People used to call them by different names. And every villager used to wait की गोष्टीकार कधी येईल, गोष्टी कधी सांगेल, when will the storyteller come and when will he tell us all the stories. They used to be eagerly waiting. तर ही गोष्ट पण एक स्टोरी टेलर बद्दलच आहे. सो टुडे स्टोरी इज ऑल्सो अबाउट अ स्टोरी टेलर. आणि ही गोष्ट ना खूप वर्षांपूर्वीची गोष्ट आहे. मेनी 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 इयर्स अगो. राजस्थान माहितीये का सगळ्यांना? शो मी विथ अ थम्स अप. राजस्थान माहितीये सगळ्यांना? ऐकून तरी माहितीये? हा. तर राजस्थानमध्ये असं म्हणतात की गल्ल्यांमध्ये किंवा छोट्या छोट्या झाडांच्या मागे किंवा लोकांच्या घरात, it is said that in Rajasthan, even in the lanes, in little houses, behind trees, you can find lots and lots of stories. लोक एकमेकांना खूप गोष्टी सांगायच्या. मोठी माणसं लहान मुलांना गोष्टी सांगायची. The elders used to tell stories to the little ones. The little ones used to share the stories with their friends. And many a time, what used to happen, the elders wanted to teach some lessons to the children. पण ते त्यांना ना गोष्टीत गुपित, म्हणजे in the form of a secret, they used to tell these stories with little lessons in them. त्याच्यामुळे ना लोकांना गोष्टी खूप आवडायच्या. They used to love listening to stories. People used to wait under the trees to wait for storytellers to come and tell stories. And the storyteller would carry a bag or a potli and he would walk from one village to another. एका गावावरनं दुसऱ्या गावाकडे तो जायचा आणि खूप गोष्टी सांगायचा. अशीच एक गोष्ट जस्ट एक थोड्या दिवसांपूर्वी मी एका पुस्तकात वाचलेली. आणि तुम्हा सगळ्यांना पण आम्ही सांगतो त्या सायकल मॅगझिन मधल्या गोष्टी माहिती आहेत ना? नमिता आंटी टेल्स यू सो मेनी स्टोरीज फ्रॉम सायकल मॅगझिन, इजंट इट? तर ही गोष्ट पण सायकल मधनच आहे. तर काय झालं माहितीये का, खूप वर्षांपूर्वी एका गावात एक स्टोरी टेलर राहायचा. त्याला लोक कवय्या म्हणायचे. Many years ago, there was a storyteller and he was called Kavaiya in Rajasthan. He would tell a lot of wonderful stories, fairy tales, stories about kings and queens, mythical characters, fantasy land, horror stories, ghost stories, folk tales. He used to have so many treasured collection. खजिना होता त्याच्याकडे गोष्टींचा खूप खूप. तो सगळीकडे जायचा आणि सगळ्यांना गोष्टी सांगायचा. And when the Kavaiya used to come, सगळे बसायचे करून. तुम्ही कसे टीव्ही समोर बसता ना कधी कधी, how you know watch TV, that way people used to wait की तो आता गोष्टी सांगल्या आपण असं ऐकूया. खूप गोष्टी सांगायचा. एका गावातनं दुसऱ्या गावात जायचा तो. He used to go from one village to another village telling his stories. On one such day, when he was traveling from one village to another village, मध्ये एक दाट जंगल होतं. खूप झाडी, खूप पक्षी आणि खूप पशु आणि खूप जनावर, लॉट्स अँड लॉट्स ऑफ एनिमल्स. तो घाबरत घाबरत जात होता. He was very scared to walk through the forest. He was hoping that no animal would get him. He kept looking around. त्याला साप दिसले, त्याला हरिण दिसल्या, त्याला मोर दिसले, त्याला पक्षी दिसल्या. He saw many animals. He saw deer, he saw peacocks, and he saw snakes slithering around. He was just crossing his fingers. Baba re baba, मला पार पडू दे. Let me just cross over. He had almost reached a village. जेव्हा त्याच्या समोर येऊन उभा राहिला एक वाघोबा. वाघोबा म्हणजे टायगर. आणि वाघोबा येऊन उभा राहिल्या बरोबर तो दचकला. He got really scared. तो म्हणाला, अरे बाप रे, वाघोबा, टायगर, what am I going to do? There's no way I can escape. काहीच करू शकत नाही. वाघोबा हळू हळू पाऊल टाकत टाकत त्याच्या समोर आला. The tiger started approaching him. He started coming closer and closer to him. And what happened? He started breathing heavily. तो घाबरायला लागला. त्याला वाटलं आता काय होणार आहे. तर वाघोबा आला आणि म्हणाला, मी तुला खाणार आहे. I'm going to eat you. I'm hungry. The storyteller, the Kavaiya, thought for some time and he said, नको खाऊ. Please don't eat me. आता वाघोबाला काही कळलं नाही. He didn't understand the language, but he understood this. So he said, अरे, पण मला भूक लागली. I'm hungry. I will eat you. तर कवय्या विचारात बसला आणि तो म्हणाला, हे बघ, तू दुसरं काही खाऊ शकतो, पण मी जे तुला देऊ शकतो ना, दुसरं कोणीच देऊ शकत नाही. What did he say? You can eat anything you want. You can hunt any other animal. But what I can give you na, nobody else can give you. वाघोबा म्हणाला, काय देणार आहेस तू मला? What are you going to give me? तो म्हणाला, गोष्टी, stories. I can give you stories. Nobody else can give you stories. तर वाघोबा म्हणाला, हो, गोष्टी म्हणजे काय? खायचं असतं का ते? He said, no. You can't eat stories. But stories will take you into a different world. वेगळंच विश्व असतं ते. तिकडे परी असतात, जनावर असतात, पशु, पक्षी, प्राणी, भूत, राजा, राणी, राजकन्या सगळे असतात. वाघोबा म्हणाला, हो, मला सांग ना मग एक गोष्ट. Can you tell me a story please? तर वाघोबा बसला. Now you imagine a 6-foot tiger. The moment he heard the story, he sat down like a little pussycat. Cute little face he made and he was lying down. कवय्या म्हणाला, this is not the way to listen to a story. चल माझ्या बरोबर. तू तिकडे ना वड्याचं झाड होतं. There was a big banyan tree. ते म्हणाला, let's sit under that tree and I'll tell you a story. They both sat down. वाघोबा बसला आणि कवय्याने जी गोष्ट सांगायला सुरुवात केली, वाघोबा ऐकतच बसला. वाह, असं झालं. ओ वाव, then what happened? Oh lovely. वाव, awesome. असं करत करत तो गोष्टी ऐकत बसला. बघता बघता काय झालं? अंधार. It became dark. The storyteller said, my dear tiger, now I need to go. वाघोबा, नाही नाही, अजून एक गोष्ट प्लीज, अजून एक गोष्ट. तो म्हणाला, नाही बाबा, आता नाही, आता ना माझ्या जायची वेळ झाली. तर वाघोबा म्हणाला, हे बघ, मी तुला खाऊन टाकीन. I'll eat you. तर तो म्हणाला, नको 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 खाऊ ना मला प्लीज. तर वाघोबा म्हणाला, इफ यू डोंट वॉन्ट मी टू ईट यू, जर का मी तुला नाही खायला पाहिजे तर दररोज मला गोष्ट सांग. एव्हरी डे यू हॅव टू टेल मी अ स्टोरी. प्रॉमिस? कवय्या म्हणाला, ओके, डन. याच वडाच्या झाडाखाली मी दररोज येईन आणि तुला गोष्टी सांगेन. And so started a new friendship, a friendship between a tiger and a man. Would you have ever thought? No, isn't it? दररोज कवय्या यायचा. Every day he would come. Every day he would spin a new story for the tiger. Every day the tiger would listen like a little child, like how all of you are listening right now, with your hands on your cheeks and eyes wide open and so many expressions on your face. तो पण असाच ऐकायचा. He used to love all the stories. Now, there was a time decided. The storyteller would come at the same time every day. आणि कधी कधी ना वाघोबा लवकर यायचा. तुम्ही कसे येता? 3:55 ला लॉग इन करायला. हो की नाही? बिफोर टाइम युअर वेटिंग. When is Deepa aunty going to come? When is Namita aunty going to come? तसाच वाघोबा पण आला आणि तो असा वाट बघत बसायचा. आणि लांब दिसला, the moment he would see the storyteller, like a little pussycat, he would forget he's a tiger. He would go running and he would go to him and the man would move his hand over the head of the tiger and say, चल आपण ऐकूया गोष्टी. खूप गोष्टी ऐकल्यात वाघोबाने. पण एक असा दिवस आला जेव्हा तो माणूस कवय्या आलाच नाही. There was one day when the storyteller never came. वाघोबाला चिंता झाली. अरे का नाही आला? काय झालं असेल? What could have happened? I hope everything is okay with my friend. He comes at the same time every day. How come he's not here today? Vagoba began to worry. He started walking up and down and around the tree. He wanted to go and meet his friend. त्याला जाऊन भेटायचं होतं की काय झालंय माझ्या मित्राला बाबा. पण तो म्हणाला आता नाही जात. I won't go now because then the people in the village will get scared. तो थांबला. जेव्हा रात्र झाली आणि काळोख झाला, जेव्हा it was dark, तेव्हा तो गावात गेला. आणि गावात त्याला लांब दिसलं कवय्याचं घर. ते कौलारू घर होतं. म्हणजे it was a hut which had tiles on top. You know those maroon brownish tiles which are there on top of old houses? तो त्याच्या छपरावर चढला. He climbed up on the roof. त्यांनी एक दोन कौल असे हलवले आणि आत असं वाकून बघितलं त्यांनी. तर त्याला दिसलं काय? एकच कंदील होता. A lantern was placed आणि त्या कंदीलच्या जवळ एक पलंग होता, एक बेड. आणि त्या बेडवरती कवय्या झोपला होता. आणि जेव्हा भागोबानी जवळून बघितलं, when he went, he tried to peep in and look closer. त्याला कवय्याच्या पायावर जखम दिसली. The storyteller was hurt. His foot was bleeding. भागोबाला खूप वाईट वाटलं. तो लगेच खाली उतरला. He got down. He went in through the door. He opened the door and the kavaya who was lying on the bed just turned and looked at him and smiled and said, "Ye." भागोबा जवळ गेला. अगदी आपला पेट बुबू कसा जातो आपल्या जवळ. You know your pet dog, how it will come close to you. The same way the tiger went to him. आणि तो म्हणाला, काय झालं तुला? तर कवय्या म्हणाला, I'm so sorry I couldn't come today. I hurt my foot and I just couldn't walk. I tried a lot but I just couldn't walk at all. That's why I couldn't make it today. I'm so sorry. भागो म्हणाला, छे छे, don't worry about that. नको काळजी करू. I'm worried. I was worried. Why didn't you come? I was thinking something must have happened to you. बरा आहेस ना तू? थोडंसंच लागलंय ना? बघू ते बघू. मग त्याने त्याची जखम बघितली. He saw the wound. It was bleeding. Do you know, children, what animals do when they get hurt? I know many of you are showing it to me. That's right. ते चाटून ती जखम नीट करतात. ते काय बँडेड वगैरे लावत नाही. तर तो पण गेला जवळ आणि अगदी त्याने त्याची मान टाकली. He put his head on the bed right next to the storyteller, next to his leg, and he started very gently, with lot of love, he started licking the wound. And he said, तुला बरं वाटेल. मम्मा कशी करते? लागलं का तुला? नको रे बाळा. अशी करते ना, तसं प्रेमाने, with lot of love, he also licked the wound of the storyteller. आता कवय्याच्या घराच्या मागे भिंतीवरती एक खिडकी होती. There was a window right behind. And there was a little breeze that was blowing into the room. गार वाऱ्याची झुळूक आत येत होती. आणि तेव्हा काय झालं? आता वाघोबा कसा असतो? जंगलात राहतो की नाही? वाघोबा आंघोळ करतो का? Does the tiger have a bath? No. The tiger eats meat. His skin, he sleeps on the floor. त्याच्यामुळे ना वाघोबाच्या अंगाला वास येत होता. विचित्र घाण वास येत होता. It was smelling. It was a weird smell of, you know, the meat that the tiger eats, the skin, the jungle, and everything mixed together. The tiger was stinking a little bit. ते वास त्याला ना कवय्याला सहन नाही झाला. तो म्हणाला, घाण वास येतोय. तर त्यांनी वाघोबाला सांगितलं, ऐक ना, तू दुसऱ्या बाजूला ये ना. वाघोबा म्हणाला, काय झालं? What happened? Why do you want me to move? He said, तुझ्या ना अंगाला वास येतोय. Just smelling and I don't like that smell. वाघोबा एकदम मागे सरकला. He moved behind and he put his 2 paws on top of the bed. He bent his head down in front of the storyteller and looked at him. He said, कवय्या, तुला एक सांगू का मी? कवय्या म्हणतो, हो बोल. Can I tell you something? He says, yeah, tell me. He says, मी नेहमी विचार करायचा की माणूस कसा असतो? How are human beings? Like, animals like a cow eats grass and gives milk. A deer eats all the leaves and runs around very much. A peacock dances a lot. Animals like me, tiger, we hunt and we eat meat. असे आम्ही वेगळी जनावर. तर माझ्या डोक्यात नेहमी असं यायचं की माणूस कसा असतो? How is a man? And what do animals do? We animals, when we get hurt, we lick the wound when we get hurt. तर कवय्या म्हणतो, हो, पण काय म्हणायचंय तुला? What do you want to say? That's when the tiger says something very, very touching, children. Some of you may be little small to understand, but some of you will understand what I'm going to tell you. The tiger leans forward to the storyteller and says, तुला माहितीये का? जेव्हा जनावरांना जखम लागते ना, ते चाटून त्याला बरं करतात. When animals get hurt, they can lick off the wound and feel better. पण जेव्हा माणूस ना त्याच्या शब्दांनी hurt करतो, but when humans hurt with their words, you can't lick it off. It hurts very bad. And it hurts in the heart. You know I'm a tiger. You know that I come from the jungle. You know you and I are different. Then also, how could you say such a thing to me that I stink? I feel so bad. तो म्हणतो, मला माहितीये आपण वेगळे आहोत. पण मला असं वाटलं होतं की मी जसा आहे तुला आवडतो. कारण तू जसा आहे ना, मला तू आवडतोस. आणि तू तुझ्या शब्दांनी मला दुखावलंयस. आणि हे चाटून जाणार नाही ही जखम. And the tiger gets off and he tells him, ही आपली शेवटची मुलाखत. We won't meet after this. And he says bye and he jumps out of the door and he disappears into the jungle. Such a different friendship, isn't it? Such a different story. A friendship between a tiger and a man. And how whoever your friend is, however they are, you accept them as they are. You love them however they are. Whatever they do, you love them. And that was the story that I read from Cycle magazine and I really loved it. I hope all of you liked it too. We'll go to our next story, and our next story is by Deepa Aunty.
What a lovely story. I don't feel like speaking now. Isn't it lovely, children? How friends are? No, we understand and we accept our friends. And we try not to hurt them with the words that we say, isn't it? Today's story that I have brought to you also is something similar. So the story is about a friendship that started in school. Friendship between 2 little boys. In the time that this story is set, schools were called Gurukuls. And 2 little boys used to study in the Gurukul of sage Sandipani. This story is of the friendship of one little boy who was a prince and the other was a little Brahmin boy. The name of the prince was Krishna and the Brahmin boy was Sudama. Krishna and Sudama were the best of friends. They used to eat together, play together. They used to sleep next to each other. Because in those days, Gurukuls, they were not like the schools that we go to, that you go in the morning and come back in the afternoon, or you go in the afternoon and come back in the evening. Children used to stay with their Guru for many years. So Sudama and Krishna became the best of friends during the time that they spent in school. But of course, school is not forever. Years passed and both of them finished their schooling and they went their different ways. Krishna was a prince, so he went back to his kingdom and over time he became the king. And Sudama was a little Brahmin boy. So he continued to read the scriptures, perform pujas, and spend a lot of time doing spiritual and religious practices. So he used to live in a little village, and when anybody wanted any puja done, he would be the one who was doing the puja for them. And he would live from whatever he was given for conducting the puja. Years passed, both of them married, they had children. They both remembered each other, but they never ended up meeting each other. Now Sudama, because he was a Brahmin and because he was not very interested in money, he remained poor, which was okay because his wife, she also was a kind of person who never wanted anything much. And she was very happy with whatever little Sudama could get from doing the pujas. But when they had children, things changed. They were so poor that many times there was no food in the house and the children would go to sleep at night hungry. And she couldn't bear to see that. So one day, when again she had nothing to give the children for dinner, she gave them water and they went to sleep hungry and crying. She could not bear it anymore. She went up to Sudama and said, "You know, I've never asked you for anything, but look at us. We have nothing in the house. Our clothes are in rags and our children, today also I had to give them only water. You keep telling about the good times that you had in school and you keep telling me that your best friend Krishna is the king of Dwaraka. Why don't you go and ask him for help? I'm sure he'll remember you and he won't mind helping you. He's a king. He'll have so much wealth. Little bit if he helps us. Not for anything else, just for the children." Sudama listened to her, but he didn't want to go to his friend from school and ask for money. So he refused to go. But every day, his wife would come to him and say, "Please, please, just once, just look at the children. They're so hungry. Why can't you ask? He's your best friend. Best friends always help." Sudama couldn't resist her for long. So he decided one day that he would go and meet Krishna. He was excited because he had not met his friend in so many years. He said, "On this pretext, I'll meet him also." Then he sat down and he said, "But I'm going to meet my friend after so many years. I can't go empty-handed. I have to take some gift. Give me something so that I can carry something to eat, something sweet, something nice." And his wife said, some gift? We don't have anything. What can we give? And he's the king. What can we give him? Sudama said, "Do something. I cannot go empty-handed." So Sudama's wife went to her neighbors in the village and she begged, "Please give me something." And 3 of her neighbors gave her flattened rice. You know poha? Show me with a thumbs up if you know what poha is. Yes. So 3 of her neighbors gave her handfuls of poha. So she collected the poha, put it into a little piece of cloth, tied the cloth well, and came back and gave it to Sudama and said, "Take this with you." Sudama packed the little poha into his bundle and set off for Dwaraka. All the way, he kept thinking, I will meet Krishna after so long. We'll have so much fun. By and by, he reached Dwarka. He looked around. It was a beautiful city. There were lovely houses, clean, wide streets. And when he finally reached Krishna's palace, he was completely awestruck. It was so beautiful. It was so big. There were so many sentries standing outside with spears and staffs and wearing beautiful clothes. There were gardens around the palace. In the gardens, there were fountains. And there were beautiful flowering shrubs and trees laden with fruit. Looking at all this, Sudama was completely lost. He said, suddenly he felt, I'm so poor. Look at me. My clothes are torn. I look like a beggar. What if they don't let me go into the palace? What if they throw me out? But nobody stopped him because Krishna had left instructions with all the guards not to stop any Brahman. That means anybody who was knowledgeable, anybody who was learned. He had said, never stop anybody who is learned from coming into my palace. And so nobody stopped him. He went into the palace, and in the main room, he found Krishna sitting on a throne. He looked regal. He was wearing beautiful silk clothes. He was covered with jewelry. He had a nice crown on his head, and he was sitting regally and talking to his ministers, something very seriously. Sudama stood quietly in one corner, hoping that no one would notice him and throw him out. Krishna was talking to the minister, and while talking, his eyes fell upon Sudama, and he stopped talking. Sudama? Are? Where were you all these years? Oh my God, I can't believe this. He got up from the throne and he ran towards Sudama and hugged him tightly. Everybody was amazed. What is our king doing? He is hugging a guy who's looking like a beggar. But Krishna, he was overjoyed. He dragged Sudama, made him sit on his throne. He asked his courtiers to get him water, and he himself washed Sudama's feet. And then he sat there like in the old times. He sat there cross-legged in front of his friend and said, tell me all about all the days. What have you been doing? Why have you not come all this time? Tell me. And Sudama, he was so happy. He could hardly speak because of his happiness. And Krishna, he went on talking. He wouldn't stop for a second. So you remember at that time when we were in school, do you remember we had forgotten to study? Okay, you didn't forget. I had forgotten to study. And when the Guruji had asked a question and I didn't know the answer, you had slowly told me. Do you remember that? And you remember we had gone to the forest and there was a tiger and you were scared and I had told you not to be scared and we had climbed up the tree. Do you remember? Achha, forget. Tell me, did you marry? Do you have a wife? You've come alone? Did you bring your wife? Do you have children? He just wouldn't stop talking. He was so excited. By and by, he said, what is that thing? Because Sudama was trying to hide that little bundle that he had under his legs. What is that bundle? Is it for me? Is it a gift? Is it a gift? Sure. Krishna said. Sudama said, no, it's nothing. Actually, my wife had just given something. It's a gift, right? It's a gift. Give me. It's for me. You have to give me. And he pulled the packet and he opened it. And everybody saw that there was some poha in the packet. The whole court fell silent. People used to give Krishna horses, elephants, jewels, clothes. And what was this? Poha? Who gives poha as a gift? Sudama started looking down. He was so embarrassed. And what did Krishna do? You got poha. So nice of you. How did you remember? You remembered after so many years that I love poha. It's so tasty. And he sat and began to eat the poha. Sudama didn't remember at all that Krishna's favorite food was poha. But Krishna, He sat there and ate every last bit. He didn't give a single little piece to Sudama. And then he took Sudama into his own chamber and he fed him a lavish meal. Things that Sudama had never even dreamt about. Laddus, pulao, some beautiful orange drinks, some yellow drinks, some pink drinks. Sudama ate so much that he could hardly move. They spent the entire day talking about all the nice memories they had of school. Sudama told him all about his wife, that he had 2 children, and they walked around in the gardens. They had a beautiful, lovely time. And Krishna insisted that Sudama should stay with him in the palace and not go home that day. So Sudama slept on a beautiful silken bed, and when he woke up in the morning, he had a great breakfast, and then he set out to go back home. Krishna came with him all the way up to the gates of the palace. Yeah, and he said, bye, let's not meet like this for years again. Do come again. And Sudama left. He was in the 7th heaven, thinking about all the beautiful things he had seen, all the lovely food that he had eaten, and how much he loved Krishna and how much Krishna loved him. Thinking of all these lovely things and how he would describe all these things to his children and his wife, he started walking towards home. After he had gone some distance, he suddenly remembered, Arey, I completely forgot to ask Krishna for some money. That was the main reason why I had come to meet Krishna. And in all this, I completely forgot. And Krishna ate the poha. He fed Sudama, but he also didn't give any return gift. Now what to do? Sudama was too embarrassed to go back and ask again for something. So he thought, "Theek hai, let it be. At least I met my friend and I was so happy to see him and he also was so happy to see me. It's all right, I'll do something." And he went to his village, wondering now, what do I tell my wife? He reached his village and what did he see? When he had gone, his house was a little hut. But in that place, by the time he came back, there was a beautiful big house. It had a garden, it had beautiful trees, there was a fountain there. All around his house, there were nice gardens. This was not the house that he had left when he went. And who was this beautiful woman dressed in silk clothes with all sorts of jewels coming out of the house? And behind her, who are these 2 little children with toys in their hands? He was dumbstruck. And then he realized, this is my wife and these are my children. And this is my house. Then he realized that Krishna was behind all this. And he realized that like all good friends, Krishna knew what Sudama wanted without Sudama having to ask for it. And he smiled to himself and told his wife, "See, this is what friendship is." This is the story of Krishna and Sudama and how friends know what the other friend needs and they help each other without being asked. How was the story? Did you like it? Thumbs up if you liked it. And now we'll move on to the next story, which is a Hindi story that Namita auntie will narrate.
एक कहानी हमने सुनी एक आदमी की और एक बाघ की. दूसरी कहानी हमने सुनी 2 लोगों की. आज मैं जो कहानी आपके लिए लेकर आई हूं उसमें एक तो आदमी है और क्या क्या है वो हम इस कहानी में सुनेंगे. वैशाली, मुझे बताओ एक कली है जो कभी खिलती नहीं है। कली मतलब बड, बड होती है ना वो, तो बड जो है वो ब्लूम होता है, खिलता है।
हाँ,
सॉरी, लेकिन एक कली ऐसी है जो कभी नहीं खिलती है।
छिपकली,
बिल्कुल।
लिजर्ड।
आज आज की जो मेरी कहानी है, उस कहानी की जो हीरोइन है वो छिपकली है, और उसकी एक इंसान के साथ दोस्ती है। तो सुनते हैं इस कहानी में क्या होता है। तो ये जो कली जो कभी नहीं खिलती है, आज बहुत खिली खिली है, मतलब बहुत खुश है, और वो खुश होकर एक सड़क को पार कर रही थी। जब सड़क को पार कर रही थी कि अचानक उसे आवाज आई, हेलो छिप्पू। उसने मुड़कर देखा तो वहां पर एक गिरगिट कैमिलियन था। तो उसने भी उसको मुड़कर कहा, हेलो गिरगिट, कैसे हो? तो उसने कहा, मैं ठीक हूं, लेकिन तुम यहाँ? तो छिपकली बोली, यहाँ से मतलब? अरे छिप्पू, तुम तो दीवार पर रहती हो ना, तुम आज ये सड़क पार कर रहे हो, इसलिए मैंने पूछा। छिपकली ने बोला, आज मैं अपना घर बदल रही हूँ। तो उसने बोला, घर बदल रही हूँ मतलब? अरे, मैं जहाँ रहती थी ना, वहां मिस्टर फरहाद, तुम जानते हो उनको? तो गिरगिट बोला, हाँ, जितनी बार मैं तुमसे मिला हूं, तुमने मिस्टर फरहाद की बहुत तारीफें की हैं, मैं उन्हें जानने लगा हूं। क्या हुआ, उनको कुछ हो गया क्या? अरे बुद्धू, मिस्टर फरहाद को कुछ नहीं हुआ है। मिस्टर फरहाद किराए के कमरे में रहते थे, अब वो अपने घर में शिफ्ट हो गए हैं, तो अब मैं भी उनके साथ शिफ्ट हो रही हूँ। क्यों? मेरी उनसे बहुत अच्छी दोस्ती है, तुमको पता नहीं है, तुम कभी उनके साथ रहते तो तुम्हें पता चलता। वो जहाँ रहते थे किराए के घर में, वहां वो कितने तरीके से रहते थे। उनके पास बड़ी बड़ी अलमारियां थी जिसमें ढेर सारी किताबें थी। किताबों के उस तरफ वो रहते थे और किताबों के इस तरफ मैं रहती थी। और मैं कभी उनके कपड़े जो वो खूंटी पे टांग देते, मैं कभी उसके पीछे से आ जाती थी और वो मुझे मुस्कुराकर देखते थे। कभी मैं बर्तनों की टोकरी के पीछे छिप जाती थी, वहां से देखती थी तो वो भी फिर भी मुझे स्माइल देते थे। कभी मैं डस्टबिन में, कभी झाड़ू के नीचे, लेकिन हर बार उन्होंने मुझे स्माइल के साथ ही वेलकम किया है। मैं पक्का कह सकती हूँ, मिस्टर फरहाद उन लोगों में से थे ही नहीं जो झाड़ू लेकर छिपकलियों के पीछे भागते हैं। गिरगिट बोला, हाँ, कुछ लोग होते हैं ऐसे। अरे, इससे पहले मैं जहाँ रहती थी, वो शांति आंटी, नाम उनका था शांति आंटी, लेकिन बिल्कुल अशांत थी। मुझे देखते ही चिल्ला पड़ती, आ ऊ ई, सुकांतो, जल्दी आओ, भगाओ इसे। एक हफ्ता भी नहीं रह पाई मैं वहां से, भाग आई। लेकिन कहते हैं ना, अच्छे लोगों को अच्छे लोग मिल ही जाते हैं, और मुझे मिल गए मिस्टर फरहाद। सच, कितने अच्छे इंसान हैं। बात तो तुम सही कह रही हो। छिपकली बोली, अच्छा, अब मैं चलती हूँ, मैं अपने नए घर जा रही हूँ मिस्टर फरहाद के साथ रहने के लिए। मैंने फैसला कर लिया है, मैं अपनी बाकी की जिंदगी मिस्टर फरहाद के घर में ही बिता दूंगी। तुम कभी आना मुझसे मिलने के लिए वहां। गिरगिट बोला, हाँ, क्यों नहीं, मुझे भी तुमसे बातें करके बड़ा मजा आता है। अच्छा, चलते हैं, बाय। छिपकली आगे बढ़ी, आगे बढ़ के उसने एक दीवार पर एक जगह नाम लिखा हुआ देखा, 102 नीरव निवास, यही उनका घर। बस ये कहकर वो, जो उनका बड़ा सा गेट था उनके घर पर, उसके पास वाली दीवार पर वो चढ़ रही थी। वो जैसे ही चढ़ी की आवाज आई, सुनो। छिपकली ने इधर देखा, उधर देखा, आगे देखा, पीछे देखा, कोई नजर नहीं आया। फिर आवाज आई, अरे सुनो, ऊपर देखो। छिपकली ने जैसे ही ऊपर देखा तो ऊपर बैठी थी मकड़ी। उसने उसको हाय किया। तो छिपकली बोली, अरे, तुम यहाँ पे उससे पहले ही पहुंच गई। मैंने तो सोचा था इस घर में सबसे पहले मैं आऊंगी। ये कहकर वो मकड़ी के पास आई। अच्छा, चलो बताओ तो, मकड़ी से उसने पूछा, और कौन कौन रहता है यहाँ, हमारे सारे साथी? इतना कहकर मकड़ी उसको बताने लगी, यहाँ 10-15 मक्खियां रहती हैं और करीब करीब 100 यानी 100 के करीब मच्छर रहते हैं। इतना कहना था कि कुछ मच्छर वहां से आए और वो छिपकली को देखकर बोले हाय। छिपकली ने बड़े जोश के साथ उनको किया हेलो, और मच्छरों ने सबने मन में बोला कि भगवान ये कहां से आ गई, हमको खा जाएगी। वो कहते हैं ना कि हमारे से पहले हमारा जो हार्ड लक है वहां पहुंच जाता है। मच्छरों ने ये बात तो मन में कही थी, पर छिपकली ने समझ ली। छिपकली ने मकड़ी को कहा देख रही हो कैसा जमाना आ गया है, कैसे लोग हैं, ये खुद तो दूसरों का खून पीते हैं, ब्लड सक करते हैं और चाहते हैं कि हम वेजिटेरियन हो जाएं। ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है। इतना कहा था कि अचानक वो जो नया वाला घर था उस पे व्हाइट कलर का पेंट था, वो पेंट एक जगह से थोड़ा सा उखड़ रहा था, उसमें से धीरे 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 काली सी चींटी निकली। कितनी जोर से बातें कर रहे हो तुम लोग, मेरे बच्चे सो नहीं पा रहे हैं, करवटें बदल रहे हैं कब से। छिपकली बोली ओह माफ करना, हमें पता नहीं था। फिर धीरे से मकड़ी से पूछा ये भी यहाँ रहती है। मकड़ी बोली हाँ मैंने भी अभी देखा, मुझे भी नहीं पता था। इतने में आवाज आई मधुमक्खी यानी हनी बी की, टिडिंग टिडिंग चाय तैयार है, आप दोनों नए लोगों के लिए मैंने गरम गरम चाय बनाई है, चलिए हमारे साथ। ये कहकर वो जो हनी बी थी वो इन दोनों को पर्दे के पीछे ले गई। छिपकली ने हनी बी से मधुमक्खी से पूछा और कौन कौन रहता है यहाँ। तो मधुमक्खी बोली वैसे तो आप सबसे मिल चुकी हैं, लेकिन इसके अलावा एक चूहा रहता है, लेकिन वो कभी 2 दिन यहाँ 3 दिन वहां, कभी 3 दिन यहाँ 2 दिन वहां, उसका कोई भरोसा नहीं। छिपकली बोली अच्छा करता क्या है, पता नहीं शायद जर्नलिस्ट है। ओके और चिड़िया आती हैं लेकिन वो शाम को चली जाती है, सुबह आती है शाम को चली जाती है। और एक गिलहरी रहती है स्क्विरल, लेकिन वो बाहर ही रहती है। आप छिपकली ने पूछा और मिस्टर फरहाद तुम उनकी बात कर रही हो क्या, वो जो रात में आते हैं और अपने जो कपड़े पहने हुए हैं वो उतारते हैं, दूसरे कपड़े पहनते हैं और सो जाते हैं। छिपकली ने कहा हाँ मैं उन्हीं की बात कर रही हूँ। अरे वो तो रात को आते हैं, कभी बस सोने के लिए आते हैं मान के चलो, कभी कभी किताबें पढ़ते हैं, जागे होते हैं तो किताबें पढ़ते हैं, नहीं तो सोते रहते हैं। पता है तुमको मिस्टर फरहाद जो तुम कह रही हो ना, इस घर में बड़ी छोटी सी जगह उन्होंने अपने लिए ले रखी है। खिड़कियां, दरवाजे, दीवारें, छतें सब उन्होंने हमारे लिए छोड़ रखी है। इन सब चीजों से उनका कोई खास लेना देना नहीं है। मकड़ी बोली खास, अरे बिल्कुल लेना देना नहीं है। इतनी वो बातें कर रही थी, फिर उसके बाद में मकड़ी और छिपकली बोली कहती अच्छा ठीक है अब हम चलते हैं, अब तो मुलाकातें होती रहेंगी, हम लोग मिलते ही रहेंगे। टाटा बाय बाय किया और अपने अपने रास्ते चल दिए। रात हो गई थी। मिस्टर फरहाद आए, उन्होंने पूरे घर की लाइटें जला दी, हर कमरे की, आंगन की, किचन यानी रसोई की, सब जगह की लाइटें जलाई। उसके बाद उन्होंने कपड़े बदले, कपड़े बदलने के बाद खाना बनाया, खाना खाया, पानी पिया, लाइटें बंद की और सोने चले गए। जैसे ही सोए उनको सपने आने शुरू हो गए। सपने उनको दिख रहे थे, बाहर एक गमला रखा है, उसके पीछे छिपकली ने कुछ अंडे दिए हैं, और वो जो खिड़की है ना जो बालकनी में खुलती है, उस पर मकड़ी ने एक बड़ा सा जाला बनाया है जिसमें कुछ मक्खियां सूखी हुई लटक रही हैं, बिल्कुल वैसे ही जैसे गोवा में लोग मछलियां सुखाते हैं। और उन्होंने देखा कि वो एक बड़ा सा कैमरा लेकर इन सब के फोटो क्लिक कर रहे हैं। यही सपने देखते देखते सुबह हो गई, उनकी आंख खुली, वो जागे। जैसे ही उन्होंने अपने बिस्तर से नीचे पैर रखा स्लीपर पर, उनके पैर में कुछ गुदगुदी हुई। उन्होंने झांक कर देखा तो वहां 3 बिल्कुल नन्ही नन्ही छोटी छोटी मेंढकियां बैठी थी, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल टाइनी टाइनी फ्रॉग। उन्होंने उस स्लीपर को उठा लिया, उन तीनों मेंढकियों को देखा, उनको अपने हाथ पर डाला और उनको लेकर बाहर चले गए बगीचे की सैर कराने के लिए ठंडी ठंडी हवा में। और वो उनको लेकर तब तक घूमते रहे जब तक एक एक करके वो खुदक कर उनके हाथ से नहीं चली गई। अब उसके बाद जब तीनों चली गई, फिर वो अंदर आए। अंदर आने के बाद तैयार हुए और तैयार होकर जैसे ही वो आईने यानी मिरर के सामने आए तो बाल बाल बनाने के लिए कि अचानक उनकी नजर पड़ी पीछे की दीवार पर। पीछे की दीवार पर मैं थी। जैसे ही उन्होंने मुझे देखा, मुझे फिर से उन्होंने स्माइल दी और ऐसा लगा जैसे उन्होंने मुझे वेलकम किया हो। तो ये थी मेरी मिस्टर फरहाद के नए वाले घर में मिस्टर फरहाद के साथ मेरी पहली मुलाकात। और इस तरह मैं उनके घर में आ गई हमेशा के लिए, अपने दोस्त के साथ अपनी बाकी की जिंदगी बिताने के लिए। ये थी कहानी। थैंक यू।
बहुत ही प्यारी, बहुत ही प्यारी। Children, you can all unmute and give a big round of clap for all the stories, because I could see all of you so lost in the story. You can all show me your faces. Let us see you. For Namita and Deepa.
साइकिल में
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining in today with us. And I hope you liked all the stories. And also thank you for sending all your written stories. 20th of July is Monday. So you are all going to get to see each other's stories one after the other like we had promised you. I can see some mouths wide open in excitement. Yeah?
Yes. I can even see my book.
And your stories are so wonderful. The illustrations are so brilliant. Thank you very much. Have a lovely Sunday. So here's all of us saying bye to you. Bye-bye. And keep writing to us. I love to receive. Bye-bye. We love to receive your messages. So keep sending us your messages. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Love you all. Bye-bye. Bye, Raja. Bye-bye. Bye, Namita. Bye, Deepa.
बाय।